left for ZETA. And here's a lot of aggression from OpTic, kicking things off. Not going for a force buy, but just trying to take some of that space early.
Yeah, the kind of plays you need to be worried about. That explosion of utility, the flashes, the stuns, quick little slide through from Victor, but they do well to shut it down. Only losing depth in the process.
And we're going to see Victor playing Neon for the entirety of this map, obviously, and a lot of the other maps in this series. Victor put up a pretty decent performance on Haven too, and he's a crucial element in 3 of the maps of this pool. They are 6-1 OpTic when he plays Neon. When they play Neon comps, they're 6-1. They're 4-4 in the rest of the maps.
Yeah, it's pretty pivotal, I think, that Victor is on that role. You know, it's nice and comfortable for him when he's playing the Neon. They have a lot of you know, set play strategies to support him as well, compared to when he plays, for example, like the KO, and he's you know, having to supplement plays from other players on his team.
Definitely.
It's evident that he's way more comfortable when he's playing that Neon role.
So this means for ZETA too that you're starting an uphill battle. You had a great opportunity to close out map 1, and it slipped away from you. They have to make sure that they capitalize on these advantages. So pistol round goes away.
Bit of a maneuver as well. Fire coming through. That's the showstopper. TENN. Explosive in his approach towards it, but the flash just pushes him away, forces him to let rip the rocket a little bit earlier than he was anticipating, maybe. But he does gain control the top of tower. Has to respect the stun though, but now looks like OpTic might be setting up for a fast little disruption play, possibly to take away that tower control. Yay! Just underneath the tunnel, he finds it, crashes with another. The Rolling Thunder to push back. This is ZETA Division, their own little play to try and regain a bit of control onto the map through Arcade, but I think it might be too little too late.
Yeah, they're just stuck in tower, getting pushed back. Marv's just covering and sticking the defuse. Gorgeous play. What is that from Yay? Yeah. Flanking around, time into learning it. And there's TENN moving fast. Victor response. Assassinates him and again uses the stun to separate TENN from the rest of the team. Yeah. Isolates the kill, shoots him in the back of the head, execution style. You're gone.
Nobody can follow up from ZETA Division. The re-clear, it's actually the double swing off the back of the flash. Nasty little play. They're still cautious though of this corner. That was where Victor was hiding. He's repositioned now, yeah, straight into the back of this site.
It's a 4v4 and ZETA are actually closer to being able to put off a full exec.
Thunder, okay.
Victor's going to get caught by this, but he's in such a ratty corner.
Yeah. Still Laz. Good swing as well, just to spot out that one player. Crow at the bottom here, anticipating that there might be somebody trying to play outside of the smoke. It is a fast play. It's the retake straight through halls. OpTic, they want to give up control of this one. Flash over the top. FNSP, or crashies, I should say, putting that one into the lab.
Here comes the no command.
Yeah, now the no command is going to set this one up nicely. If OpTic can just find a couple more picks. Has crossed the ropes. He's got to catch his timing. He's got to hurry up, but luckily Crow is consistent at it. Locking it down with the anchor plays. Him and Depp. This crossfire is so difficult now for Marved to deal with. He's going to be shut down. Caught him Depp with that lineup as well. That's a lot of early aggression.
Double operator, Bren?
Both teams going to be clashing. The double operator in play.
Spike down B.
Victor with the Neon op. Goes down early at the beginning of this round, and there's a Rolling Thunder straight into spawn. They're really trying to push them here.
It's a bit disjointed, though, from the side of OpTic.
An incredibly unusual approach to this defensive round.
They really didn't get any value from it.
An aggressive double op setup where you're using Rolling Thunder to stop the arcade pressure? I mean, super strange. A minute on the clock, ZETA is super happy to just slow this down, freeze the round a little bit. But if they peek here and contact into Ye's operator, they're going to go down.
Teleport's ready.
Okay. Smoke put up, put down. Just trying to bait something. Maybe somebody trying to reposition. Completely slow it down. Now, OpTic are sitting pretty comfy in the understanding that this is the B hit. At least leaning towards it. Mainly because of that trademark that's sitting in halls. Hasn't been broken. It's in such a deep position. It's giving them constant information for OpTic to work off of FNS
30 seconds left.
But they're running straight into it now.
Yep, trademark going to be broken immediately. What's the response? OpTic start flooding through spawn, and that opens up Sugar Zero to backstab crashies. Everything on FNS here.
He's got to hold this one. He's got to try and lock it down. That is amazing timing. The orbital strike, it cuts them up into twain. Time running low, and Marv just swings through for 4. That is ridiculous. Sugar Zero left alone on the lurk, but what the hell can they even do? So far away from the spike, Marv realizes it's done.
And he goes down for his trouble, spraying the ceiling.
Players have already got a ton of information, so they know now ZETA Division are leaning towards either halls or that tree control area. Okay, with this pixel angle, and he's got his rendezvous up top as well. The guy is safe. With a south flash there. I think crashies just sent that one through, but still sound for now.
Victor used his ultimate at the beginning of the round. He's just making sure that there's no pushback over towards tree. So everybody on the rest of OpTic, they're sitting pretty. They know this is going to be an A hit.
Gotta be cautious. Gotta be worried. Still have not pushed Ye off this one angle. He didn't take his rendezvous back. He's still up there. And with time being cut here, it feels like ZETA Division is trying to obfuscate it. That's a great fault line though. Cuts them up, but still Marved is able to cover it. Just in time, still Sugar swinging through the smoke. He's able to get two. Laz,
30 seconds
last player
left.
standing for them. Not much time left, and with the spike just out in the open. What a task he has.
crashies makes it. Victor didn't see anything, and now they think it's clear. So ZETA have an excellent timing here to just sneak into arcade. The pop flash re-clears.
That's immense. Swing timing. Ho Crow does take out crashies. Victor though still going to be staying anchored into that top nest position. It's being taken though. He doesn't actually realize it around the corner. It's a bit of a whiff on either side. The orbital strike is enough to close it out though. Marv says, "I've got you, fam."
And Dead goes flying out the window.
Down. Shots being whiffed all over the bloody shop right now. And a quick push through. Laz! Is anybody really going to be dealing with this guy? Now it's up to Ye. Has the operator, but retaking with it. Not an ideal situation. Maybe he can find a rifle, but still, this is Ye we're talking about.
Whenever Ye is left in these situations, though, he's always on the rotate, always in an unwinnable position where he doesn't have great info.
Flash. Gives Ye a bit of info. He knows that there's a player playing in that pocket, but is he going to clear this? It looks like he's realizing it just right. Fault line. Gets onto it. Flash to push through. TENN. Rifle in hand after shot just to push him off to the side. He is so low here, but he has his team to back him up. Running right around the corner, but they are running into these OpTic players. The pistols in hand. Doesn't really matter. They've taken so much damage in the process. A quick little spray and sidestep. TENN removing FNS from it.
Just buy time here for Victor. That's the game plan for crashies. Coming around behind.
The flash, oh, a little bit of a whiff comes through, but he just about salvages it. The spray control is there, and with the spike down now, a minute on the clock. There's a cute little Viper spit to try and cut them up from the spawn side, but they just did not anticipate that quick flank that was being played by OpTic.
And Ye and Victor have a great anti-clutch setup right now until Depp opens the door. If he goes for it, he's taking a massive gamble. But from our point of view, you could tell it works, and he doesn't go for it. He tries to keep his Viper's Pit alive, and they're going to double swing this. Who comes out on top?
Down to the reaction times for the players. They line up for it. Softened up there. A thrift go through. Still the players flooding now. Into sand. Marved. He might be able to get an immaculate timing.
crashies is booking it over with his null command.
And there we go. As soon as that play comes through, they can hear the footsteps running through. FNS just tries to hold the slight angle, but they're just dropping out away from it. Ye not able to just hold down that one angle. In fact, I'm pretty sure he rendezvoused back, just not in time for them. And they only had 2 rifles to work with, Josh.
30 seconds left.
Back to back to back, thrifty rounds being won. Nobody can convert when they have rifles on board. And OpTic knew what was going on. They just weren't ready for the aggression. The timings that ZETA have been able to find are really pushing them outside of what OpTic are expecting. Victor's just going to save this one by the look of it, even though the economy is in a decent position. This is rattling back and forth.
So much money for him. Still making the decision to do it, though.
And honestly, ZETA didn't even use any massive tools that they had at their disposal. They still have the Rolling Thunder, still have that Raze ultimate to be able to work with in the future rounds to try and tie this one up at the half. Neither team willing to give an inch to their opponents. No round is safe.
Yeah, I think has to back, though. Getting caught by that flash. The counter utility. This time, though, TENN pops off the ult. Didn't spot the player. He's been pushed back by all of it coming his way. Still the rocket in hand. It just goes against the wall, but crashies is low. Now the nade into the corner. Wants the angle. 47 health to his name once more. It's not gone well for ZETA Division here in the final round of the half. Players will have to come up with some huge moment if they want to try and win this one, and this might be it. He pushes through the smoke. Yato watching that angle, the tour de force just about spots Crow's leg. Now, why not? Rolling Thunder gets expended.
Victor runs away from it.
Victor just runs away, sprints away, and they've got the crossfire set up. OpTic going to be walking away. The 7-5.
But heading up, it's kind of slow paced. It seems like they were really waiting for that ghost noise to start the pinch on Marv. And he's out of there.
They're going to be able to catch the timing, the angle, no way! Whoa. TENN just rips across the screen and eventually finds it, but it's the response that's there. Instantaneous from OpTic. They realize they can take all of this space. They're going to have this site now. There. Their control, FNS making the call as well to try and work their way into their spawn off the back of his flash.
Spike planted.
They're going to run into the trademarks here, doubled up in spawn, so they know that there's a serious flank going on. Depp is getting pressured here. There's a Depp battle against Victor over here.
Jacki, and Victor wins it.
And Depp, he had a great map at 1, but this map 2 on Viper has not been going his way, and now Victor's just unleashed back into A-Link.
Pressure being applied now with the nade sent through. crashies, he is being spammed up top. It's a great flash to try and push back the aggression, the approach that's coming at their way. The fault line from FNS as well does a decent job, but now the double swing pistols, the time running low. The right clicks FNS, he can't quite find it, but is it still going to be enough? He's holding this off angle. He has no real support other than himself.
Victor with his silent little dash peeks, seeing if he can get some information. TENN's going to get challenged here.
Straight through, that's going to be the flash as well, just to support him. That came from the back, I believe that was Crow as soon as the door opened. Holding on to the snake fight. 45 seconds in the round, still the noise being cut. But now it's about to get much more heated for them. Swinging straight through the door, Marved wins it out. Bulldog in hand. Yeah, he's still finding it difficult to try and push and take space onto this site, but a flick of the wrist. I mean, how does he do it? Taking out players. Sugar0 desperate to hold on to any sort of control, just playing, weaving in and out of the smoke. And Laz, well, he's going to support him as well, making sure that he can't be pressured from that one side.
Sugar0 with the trade, puts things down into a 1v1, and Victor with a... Victor's going to fake again. This is, again, the same kind of game plan.
That's why Laz is important, holding the operator on top of Generator, yay. Smoke just over the top, is there an angle for it? A flash, and he finds it. One of the marks found, but he knows that now Arcade has been compromised. Still, with enough time in the clock, they are instantly pivoting because look at the A site.
If Marv goes down, this is a 3v5, but I've seen OpTic win these before. I'm not counting them out by any means. ZETA Division have full control over B, left. But there goes the spike, OpTic. FNS for couriering this over. Gets the plant down, that's his Rolling Thunder online. All 3 players from OpTic have their ults available, and crashies finds a pick on maybe the most important player.
It's incredibly heads up as well, just to try and catch that lurk timing. Knowing he could do it, and now he regroups. They have to clear this through. They have to do it well. Victor just gets dashed through. He just runs straight past it. The showstopper gets nothing done. And OpTic, you said they've done it before, Josh, in the 3v5. Right now, they've already taken out so many members of ZETA Division. One step closer, potentially. The round just looks almost secured.
The fast lane even saved until the very end. And yeah, Crow, lads, they call it off. They're going to allow OpTic to get up to map point here. Fracture slipping away from them, not the same level of comeback that we saw in Haven at all.
Claw their way back into this one.
Let's play.
They've got a couple of rifles, Spectre in hand, ultimates of course, but
is this going to be the only time they actually run the B exec?
I mean, it seems like it might be. The final blow is what they're aiming for. Nade straight over the top, but the timing that Sugar0 is trying to take, just trying to weave his way again through all this utility. It matters not. OpTic with an amazing advantage. With Sugar0 and Laz falling, it's all up to just Depp, Crow, TENN, and TENN just jiggle peeking around, does not anticipate it. FNS, slight whiff from him. Marved commits the orbital strike, it pushes all the players.